The polls here have been open since 7 o'clock this morning with many important issues on the ballot. Our Lauren Winfrey is on your block in Southfield with a breakdown of a few of those races.
For voters hanging on to that absentee ballot, you can drop it off right here at your convenience. Other voters, however, will head inside to the polls, cast their ballot, and there in today's election results determine who we see on the ballot for the general election in November.
I want to be a part of the democracy.
And his determination shows. Despite a double knee replacement, 72-year-old Gregory Bracey made it to the polls early to cast his vote.
I believe democracy is at stake, and I believe it's important to support democracy.
This election will decide races like our local county commission seats, our local state rep, congressional seats, and Senate seats.
That race to replace Democratic U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow is one that will likely be followed very closely. She announced last January she wouldn't seek a fifth term, and with early voting in play, Southfield City Clerk Janet Jackson says hundreds of votes have already been processed.
But that does help us on Election Day because we have that many less voters that will be coming to our precincts. And the same thing for November. And I'm sure in November our numbers for early voting are going to do nothing but increase.
Several Michigan congressional seats that could decide control of the House in November are also up for grabs. In the 13th Congressional District, the biggest names on the ballot, incumbent Representative Sri Tanadar and Detroit City Councilwoman Mary Waters. And in the 10th District, the winner of the Democratic primary will face off against Republican Congressman John James. And if you're thinking of sitting this election out, longtime voter Roderick Park says you should probably think twice.
You have to participate. You can't complain and not try to make a difference. Every vote counts.
Polls close tonight at 8, and if you're still unsure about your ballot or where you should vote, you can head to cbsdetroit.com, search for our primary election voter guide, and find more information right there. Reporting in Southfield, Lauren Winfrey, CBS News, Detroit.